Name of this episode, Boom Wants to Leave. What's up, fool? Look, all his bag's already packed. I think Boom should leave. This episode is to see if Boom is adding or detracting, what the vibe will be after he leaves. So, someone having fun, sharing their life and their dreams.
It's true, I am.
Someone sitting under a blanket.
Yeah. What?
What's good, bro?
I'm trying to figure something out.
Ah. If you need mommy or just want mommy?
No. I'm wondering if I raped somebody as a kid or something.
Jesus.
It's real deep and long.
Do you feel like you picked the wrong cult to steal from?
No. Not because I expect to continue stealing or something, but I didn't choose the wrong cult to be in.
Boom?
No. What?
Are you home already?
Yeah, man.
I will say, just for the
So
record,
why do I want to rape and
no one
pillage my
brings up the
house?
desire for physical violence more for me than you.
No.
And now it's not even Phil, right? It's just little old you.
Yep.
Is it more work with Phil gone? Maintaining violationary standards?
It may just be straight. He may have just came back, honestly.
Oh, I just took a little vacation, huh?
Because the main one specific detail that I don't want to televise or whatever.
But you don't want to televise it?
No.
You just want to go home? You don't want to share your content?
I'll televise most things, not that specific.
No, you always just say it and then fucking bleep it out.
The childhood method of masturbation or whatever is how that was communicated with me or whatever. And I've been doing that incessantly. It's almost like molesting myself. That's what it feels like.
Oh, sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Too bad, because you can't molest anybody else. You're like, why are you molesting when I'm here?
Such a sad.
Bless myself. Sad violators and.
I think you just made some premium.
Violators.
I think you just made some premium content. I think we should paywall this shit. Just paywall the fucking key episodes where people reveal the juicy details, and they'll get all the other stuff away for free. Just be like, episode number 10, with which you will be lost without. Costs $40.
Post
Yeah.
Episode number
Yeah,
10.
the link to episode 10 costs $40.
Bootleg episodes will be
Are you playing with yourself right now, Boo?
I'm not.
The
You
bootleg
don't
man
have to
would
show
have
me.
it.
Thank you very much.
Oh my god, yesterday, Ken Brisbane wrote this thing about a book and he was like, you gotta get this book to people. Talking about wanting to use this book. And this dude came on and was like, I don't really agree with blah, 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 blah. And dude's like, Ken's like, you gotta get this book, man. You gotta cop it. And he goes, I will after I read yours, LOL. And he's like, it's true, it is bootleg.
So, want Boom to leave on a scale of 1 to 10?
0.
0?
0. I love
You're
Boom.
fucking soft, man.
I am squishy towards
You're
my
fucking
comrades.
Soft. Oh my god.
They're
You're gonna
falling
carry your brother across
They're like,
your fallen comrade.
Your
You're gonna be the hero.
I will
No.
lose this war. I
Are
will
you gonna-
lose this war.
are you gonna
for
come
us."
out of-
I'd see him to the train safely.
Are you gonna come?
What, we're gonna
I'd-
leave
listen,
on the side of the road?
Listen, I'd see him to the train safely. I'll get him to the bus, the train, airport. I'll do it today. I have no problem with that. I'm that nice.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna come out of your
Wait.
Columbine shooter chic to pick him up and bring his feelings to the front and discuss them and get him feeling good?
I mean, if that's an option,
Talking to people,
talking to people, make them feel
Emoting.
better.
communicating, and you guys should be self-policing.
Okay, my question.
Maybe I'm just an innocent bystander.
My question is this: Boom does a lot of figuring on his own. Anyone else notice that? So I come out this
Well,
morning
he
and I'm
is a
like,
genius.
what's your fucking deal, dude? Like, why are you pissing outside? Like, what is your fucking problem? He just sat there and 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 sat there. And I said, Boom, you trying to go home? Oh, that's what I was thinking about.
Well, he also, even if he wasn't, he would have to say that so that it wouldn't be you who had thought of it first. He like, he just colonized you. He's like, that's what I'm thinking.
No, I know that's what I was
The idea
thinking.
you just said, I was already thinking that. Funny that every idea you have, Koa, I have already thought
No,
of.
I know. And I know that's what he was thinking. That's why I fucking said it. Because it's not like I can't tell what he's thinking.
He's also a liar. By the way.
Also,
Let's just be
though, that might be my price. Boom doesn't get to do any figuring anymore on his own. That's what we've come to. No more figuring on your own, Boom.
I'm fine with that. I don't particularly like figuring on my own.
You do it
Lies.
all the time. Lies.
Lies.
You loved it. You're like, I don't.
Lies.
I mean, I love it like I love raping and shit, but it doesn't mean I actually like it.
You love figuring on your own. You're like, you're calculating all the time. What is your mission? You're like, how do I put this in the thing that makes it so that I can do what I want, when I want, how I want? What way can I go around this?
Dude, your fluoride stare is on fleek today.
Thank
Boom,
you.
you know,
You
the last
really look
time,
like a mind control participant.
when you fucking tried to make that goddamn horrible sandwich, I was like, I sent you home right fucking then. Right then.
What sandwich?
Don't start laughing now,
You don't remember
bitch.
anything.
You're about to
You
leave.
don't remember any ways you violate people.
Oh, that fucking sandwich. Yes, that was fucked up.
He said to call up his top 10.
Violation.
He's like, oh,
of
number
other
4.
people's
Oh,
space and time.
Top
please
3
refer to my top
sandwich-based
violations as
violations.
by number.
Boom, why aren't you eating sandwich meat now?
That was so epic.
Why aren't
You're
you
like
eating sandwich
asking
meat?
why you don't have more privileges and how you could do it, and the next day you're like literally about to be privilegeless. To make a song in the middle there, probably gonna be fire. Listen, that song is his retirement program. He's like, if I fucking leave Temple, I can just release that song. At least I'll be on par with Uzi Vert. To go on tour, make a couple mil, slide through by the house next to my parents. You were in the bathroom last night at 11:30 cutting vocal tracks. Is this true?
Yes.
What does that have to do with how fucking low you feel right now?
I didn't
That
feel.
that you had an emotional day yesterday, and instead of fucking feeling it or dealing with it, you were like, gotta fucking make a beat and cut some vocals right now so I have a complete goddamn song. And now you're double
That part was
exhausted
fun.
and you're bottoming the fuck out and you're about to fucking crash.
White gay colonialist love story. White gay colonialist love story. Okay. White gay colonialist love story. White gay colonialist love story. Love story. Fresh out of girlfriends, eating peanut butter jelly and some bread. I want lunch meat. I was in the heat, now I'm in the cold. Used to write italicized, now I'm ramble. You look at me so condescendingly. I just get so defensive. I talk so defensively. Then I go back and I think pensively. I used to look back in my mind like in the room where the pensive be. With Dumbledore. Oh my gosh. Mama's CIA. And my dad's gay. Family FBI. Look into my eyes. Reptile swim. Go and pay your rent. Go and pay your rent. Go and pay your rent. Lost the plot. It was too hot. Jalapeno cheese tater tot. Rode the skateboard behind the big lots. Stayed at Habbo Hotel a lot. Flexing everything, even what I don't got. Oh my god, bruh. I'm on Moss Isley. Look into my eyes, please. Take and stare. I hate my lair. I wanna leave my lair. She was sending naked pictures and I think I care. I feel like Gary V. I feel like Jake Paul. Used to walk around the Tucson Mall. If I say this verse too fake, then I'm gonna regret it. Regret it later.
trauma. And I'd watch Koa kind of go in on their trauma and exacerbate it and hijack the narrative. I didn't want her like touching my story because I am somebody who has been human trafficked prior to this event in kind of a much more organizational criminal perspective. This is a lot more like fucking new age boomers kind of hacking to fucking together.
The hipster version.
This was after watching you get fucking abused all week and me sitting here like, fuck, I just sold my car. I just dedicated like a year's worth of my money like to this thing. It's already fucked up and I'm already like recovering from a traumatic situation. The first fucking thing I was introduced to was like, I'm on my way there. I sell my fucking car. I'm camping on the streets of Seattle. As I'm doing all this, I'm watching the videos of like content they're filming of you. And I'm just like fucking horrified. And I'm like, I fucked up. I fucked everything up.
Do you remember what Dan thought of those same videos? He was like, oh, I thought they were like Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
It's like, no, bro. It was not like fucking Jersey Shore. Yeah. If people are like looking at all this kind of shit that I'm publishing about Wiz and Co and being like, how do they do this? Like, where is their mindset at and stuff? They were just doing shit, you know? Like they were basically, their decision making was based on affirming themselves and just like keeping their narcissism afloat and keeping their egos afloat. They're deeply, deeply delusional.
The one talent or ability they have is the ability to recognize patterns. So they spent all this time isolating themselves, just Wiz and Koa, pouring through conspiracy content on YouTube and stuff on Brainwash and MK Ultra. For somebody who's that narcissistically deluded that their cum is the fucking Philosopher's Stone.
It was a scary combo. It was not.
I think they were able to pick up and accidentally like jerry-rig something akin to all of the content on like programming and mind control they were like looking into, because they were really interested in like Scientology down to like studying it ridiculously.
Wiz would always be taking things from different, like he would just get obsessed with the subject for like 1 to 3 months and post about it like nonstop. Like there was one point where it was literally fucking streetwear videos, and then another time it's multi-level marketing. There was one time when it was just cults. That was when Temple started. Figuring out basically enough to be like, how do I take this and use it with what I'm doing to be able to effectively exploit these people.
Anybody who comes up with any sort of like novel idea that like kind of seems on brand or whatever, like they appropriate it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Jesus stuff or whatever, I was doing the DayLife Satan shtick.
Yes.
And, you know.
And how did that begin? People, I'm sure, oh my goodness, they called him DayLife Satan. They put these delusions in this boy's head. What happened? No. How was it that it truly occurred?
I was actually riding a train. I had like this lazy eye. I went into the bathroom. I meditated on it and like leveled out my eye and like took pictures. After that, I just walked up to Wiz and Koa and I was like, I think I'm Satan. And that was that.
How did they react to this?
Wiz chin stroke. They just, it was like, okay, we'll go with this.
So what about being cloned? When you were making a lot of the DayLife Satan posts, you'd be like, am Sid, am cloned, am Satan 666.
It was kind of like a schizoaffective reaction to, we were watching this fucking conspiracy video one day in the steel box. And this
I remember that, actually.
This is the period of time where the narrative that like, oh, suddenly Boom is gay.
When that was from right before I got there.
I had no awareness of
it. Shit. That's right, because we didn't really talk.
Right now, am I just like processing like the timing of it?
This is what happens every time I do this, bro.
Yeah.
After I got kicked out of my parents' house in 2016, I was living with someone I knew from weird Facebook and his family. I was getting along well with everybody there. We were trying to work at FedEx. It was just going to be like normal guys with jobs and like rapping. Co was like, I think it's time you should move on. So she suggested I go live with this member in Texas. I fucked up that situation royally. I got into a fight with the guy's mom over the phone and then fucked over their living situation. So I got kicked out of there, and I just went with this dude who was a friend of a friend on Facebook who I didn't even really know, and was just living with him. It was like a room with like car tools, a beanbag chair, and then I like got cardboard boxes to use as furniture. I started working as a sign spinner, commuting like an hour and a half to go make like $50 and then an hour and a half back on the bus. Temple had no fucking clout at that point. I get into a fight with the roommate of the guy because he asked me to pay for the Wi-Fi bill from before I got there, like the installation fee. But I turned up on him, Temple style, writing in English, trolling him, sending gifs of SpongeBob playing the guitar. Only thing is, this is not a weird Facebook person. This is a real human being. And he busts down my fucking door, breaks it off its hinges, gets in my face like, what the fuck you just say, bro? I told the story to Wiz and Co of what had happened. And then they were like, it's interesting that you manifest these like guys getting all in your face like that. You think you might have some kind of like homosexual like thing, like interest there? Like in reality, I wasn't paying the bill in the place, and I was being a dickhead because I was doing the same way that Wiz was a dickhead to people, because I believed I was manifesting my reality and I was creating all these situations as a reflection of my inner inadequacies. They twisted it to I had manifested him or whatever. That was where the narrative originally came from. They continue building up to it slowly, like, oh, maybe there's some bisexuality going on. It's built up more and more and more, and then they pushed it all the way to the edge where it's like you have to hook up with the guy before you can come here. And somebody left the organization over having to give me that order because they were disgusted. The person who was monitoring the assignment for me was like, why the fuck am I doing this? Then just like me trying to like retcon my own self on, even though I didn't even have any like instances where it was like, well, that guy's kind of hot or whatever. Like, I've always been a flamboyant motherfucker. So I was like, well, maybe that's why I'm so flamboyant and why I like colorful shit and music by like drag queens and shit. You know, it was like, kept trying to have the hookups, kept trying to do it, and it was just like not working. Although I was being human trafficked, not yet being sex trafficked, I don't think I need like a human trafficking lawyer to really call it. I was being directed to these sexual experiences, but I was not being paid for them. It was to prompt a spiritual result of some kind. It wasn't until much later that it became like, you're going to be an escort and you're going to do this and that, and you're going to have to charge these guys thousands of dollars. Before that, there was when we were on Grindr, which was just like low key because we were like, we need to get fucking money. And we weren't trying to have sex with guys. We were just trying to have someone give us $15.
Yeah, just give us
you know, and when you're in those situations, you're like, how do I find someone who will meet up with me, who is within a mile of me, that will give me money? Grindr's kind of the only option. Networks of gay men or whatever, where be like, oh, this dude's in a bad situation, maybe I'll help him out or whatever. However, there were a lot of people who didn't exactly want to help us out, who were just trying to have sex with us and shit. Did Wiz and Co also use Grindr? Fuck no. They didn't do shit.